Hello everybody and welcome back to The New Mind. I'm excited to announce the new video, part 2, the investigations of Elder Ballou Cemetery. We went into this as skeptics, and we found way more than we thought we were going to. So you're gonna need headphones. It's not so much visually, more auditorially. So make sure you have good headphones on and you're gonna hear everything that we caught. We didn't twist anything. This is everything that's raw and what we caught in the film. So I'm gonna show you a hand-drawn map of where we caught everything, and we'll move on through there. Okay? We'll see you on the next part. Alright, so welcome to my map that I drew. It's offered online for 50 bucks because it's such a great drawing. LOL. So it starts at Obadiah's grave, and that's the OB grave in the middle. So we were moving. I started that my microphone that I'm actually recording on right now. So we started moving to point 2, east side of the graveyard. And as we were walking over there, starting the E.V.P, we caught some interesting music. And you're going to hear that. And it's unbelievable. I just never thought, like, music? What? That's what we caught, man. And I'm not lying. So then we went to the east side, so point 2. You're also going to hear some awesome E.V.Ps there. I'm not going to explain everything because it's going to ruin everything. I want the element of surprise. So we went from 2 to 3. And 3 is Deborah Rathbun. And we had an interesting conversation with her. It was honestly a answer and response type of thing going on there. And it was absolutely spectacular when I caught it on my recording system. I can't explain it. And then we went back to Obadiah's grave. We caught another E.V.P there. So this was a mic disturbance, and you'll understand when you get to it. And then we went down to the left. We didn't catch much there. We did record to the left side of the graveyard, but we didn't catch anything. We went to the second keep from the left, and what an awesome response we got there. So 5, then we went out, and mind you, we didn't really hear any of this in person, so we kept on moving. This whole process was a continuous thing. And then we went back to Obadiah Ballou's grave to end off the night, because why not? He's the OG of the cemetery. And right there, he says some interesting things that you'll either will find funny or creepy. I found them to be very strange and unsettling. When I still listen to them, I feel a chill in my bones. So let's move on to the video. What's up, guys? Ben from The New Mind, and here we are, part 2 at Elder Ballou Cemetery in Cumberland, Rhode Island. If you guys haven't seen part 1 yet, I suggest you guys do so you can get a background as to what I'm talking about as far as name. And I got my 2 friends here with me to help guide the night as smoothly as possible. We got Vicky on EMF reader, and we got Andrew behind the camera. All right, so let's get right into it. Guys, so we're looking for the man in gray. infamous man in gray, a shadowy figure that lurks around the cemetery. People have seen him around, and they've had rocks thrown at them as well. So we're going to try to debunk this stuff. We're remaining skeptics of this place, even though it's on New England's Most Haunted. Let's see what we can find. We're going to have an E.V.P going, which is an electronic voice phenomenon, as well as an EMF, which is an electromagnetic field sensor. So we're going to take you up to the hub where I have my laptop going as well. We have it's a voice mic, but I think it will do a good job picking up any other activity right at Obadiah's grave. Alright, so we got a Shure SM-D7, I believe it's called. We got this going into an audio box, 2 input, and we're going to be going into Studio 1. We're going to keep this going throughout the whole session. Right near Obadiah's grave. The camera can show where his grave is, right here. Alright, we're starting that now. Alright, so at point 1, as we're walking to point 2, I noticed a weird harmonic melody sounding like an accordion. And I only know this because I'm a musician myself. And you guys tell me what you think, but it sounds very eerie and unlike human capability. Alright, so we're going to be doing E.V.P session around the back of the cemetery. Probably going to end up where the hub is, where my computer is, and the microphone. So we're going to come along here so we can conjure up something. And I'm very excited about point 2. This was unbelievable. And when I say unbelievable, I'm going to say it to the 10th degree, because at this point, we hear a boy say, what I think I hear say is, I say something like, "Oh, is there anyone that wants to speak around here?" And he goes, it sounds like a 13-year-old boy, and he goes, "Who is that?" But before that, you're gonna hear whispers, like there's some kid just like talking to someone, like, who's this guy coming through our yard? And then as he says, "Who is that?" about 10 seconds later, his toddler brother just does a yell of excitement, like, "Woo!" And I heard that, I'm like, oh my god, you guys are too much. I felt warmth inside. I didn't feel scared. I felt like you guys are cool. So check this out. If there's anything you want to say at all and you want to make any noise, there's anything you want to say at all and you want to make any noise, It's fairly quiet tonight, guys. The only thing that you hear, though, is the peep toads. This is where Vicky, maybe we can catch something over here. She got her spike. 7.1. The only thing I'm thinking, though, is the Cumberlandite. They used a lot of that stone. It has a high magnetism to it. But alright, so out of the 5 spots, this is my favorite, and I just think it's great because I'm a guy. And so I have a girlfriend, but it doesn't matter. I felt so egotistically boosted by this woman. Her name was Deborah Rathbun. And as we were approaching her grave on spot, what was it? Spot 3. You're going to hear her communicating to gesture us forward. And then after that, I'm going to play another clip of her answering my question. And then another one to fortify. She was communicating with us totally. It was a back and forth thing. Did not hear it when I was out into the yard, but when you hear it on the audio clips, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So check this out. The Cumberlandite, they used a lot of that stone. It has a high magnetism to it. Yeah. But Deborah Rathbun, we're at your stone right now. Is there anything you want to say? You hear it? Mm-hmm. Like a whistle? We're at your stone right now. Is there anything you want to say? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Was that you, Deborah? Was that you, Deborah? Elder Ballou Cemetery, take 2. Obadiah's grave. Obadiah. How's it going? We're here to talk to you about your cemetery. Are you the man in gray? Alright, so for spot number 4, back to my boy Obadiah Ballou's grave. We were communicating with him, and as you can see in the video, we were standing very clearly away from this microphone right here. And I asked him a question, and he's tapping on the microphone. So take a listen. We're here to talk to you about your cemetery. Are you the man in gray? Alright, so 4.5 in the second keep from the left. We were in there for probably 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Heard nothing. And all of a sudden, I came out of there and we're talking to everyone. And Vicky came up to me and Andrew came up to me saying that they heard some type of murmur. So this is what they heard. And this girl, I say girl because she's, I don't know, she's just so direct with us. And I think it's just awesome. Just listen for yourself. Anything at all that you want to say? Anything at all that you want to say? Alright, so while we were in the keeps, Andrew and Vicky heard this weird whimpering sound. Can you imitate it for them, Vicky?
Sounded like coming from either the ground or the wall of the crypts.
And it wasn't like a mouse? It sounded...
Did not sound like a mouse.
So, I had this on, the voice recorder. Hopefully we can capture something. So, on point 6... we go back to the OG, Obadiah Ballou's grave, and I ask him a question, and on the camcorder's response on the microphone, I hear, guess. On this microphone and the recorder that I have in my hand, I hear, again. You guys tell me what you guys hear. I'm very up in air with it. I'm not sure between the three what he's trying to say with me. I think guess would be a more appropriate answer. So yeah. What happened to the Elder Ballou meeting house across the street? Did that burn? What happened to the Elder Ballou meeting house across the street? Did that burn? What happened to the Elder Ballou meeting house across the street? Did that burn? All right, so the second one of part 6. I'm talking about being creepy, and you're gonna hear something. It's just so direct, and it's my favorite one of the night, and I think it's everyone's favorite. You're gonna hear someone say, blank.
You've heard that though, right?
Yeah. It's getting a little chilly.
Getting a little weird now.
It's getting creepy. Anything last that you want to say before we go? It's getting creepy. Anything last that you want to say before we go? It's getting creepy. Anything last that you want to say before we go? Alright, thank you for having us, Obadiah and everyone that's here. Maybe we'll come back again. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. This was a thrill, and you guys should definitely come here to check it out, either during the day or at night. And once again, if you haven't seen part 1, make sure you check that out to see the brief history of this place. It's really interesting. Nothing really crazy happened tonight. I mean, I felt a little something on my hands and on my skin. It could have been the wind, and they heard that murmuring. in one of the keeps. So we'll get some footage out to you guys if we catch anything, some EVPs. But as always, please like and subscribe to the channel and see what's coming next. And we'll see you on the next one.